Terry Nirongo is a dedicated professional with experience across the nonprofit and business sectors. Passionate about building connections and fostering inclusive spaces, Terry is committed to creating meaningful impact and empowering individuals to thrive. Please welcome Terry Nirongo to the stage.
Presenting you a topic in the same class that I actually sat there where Johnny is. Back, this place brings a lot of memories. So, like I said, I'm Terry. Funny thing, a fact about me is I left when I was 6 months old. My father is from Sierra Leone, my mom is from Malawi. But I left when I came back here when I was 18. Came back here in 2011. It's been 15 years now. Even though I was born here, still I don't feel like Canadian because we've been shaped based on Malawi where I grew up from. So I can relate with you all, okay? That's good. So I try to understand my audience.
Spoke about my struggles. What are my achievements now? From there, I progressed from here. I went to SFU. I got my bachelor's degree in business administration in marketing. From there, right now, I'm also pursuing my master's in business leadership and executive, and I'll be graduating in November. Okay?
So, I didn't know what I wanted to do. You just have to realize the change. Driving the change sometimes starts with you within. Taking your time to pause, reflect what works for you, and re-strategize and keep moving forward. Without allowing any inner voices or anything talking behind you or beside you to kind of like dictate your life. People say so many things, but no one knows the future. Okay? From there, I did not just say, okay, when I finished my school, I was trying really hard to get a job, so I started a business. I used to have a junk room, settled into the automobile industry, whereby we buy cars, we fix them up, we sell it, we do shipments, we do so many things. Okay? But at the age of 24, I bought my first property here in Canada. At the age of 20. Okay? Now, driving change, it also is not just about working hard, finishing your education, and getting a good job. Driving change, it also means empowering yourself economically, positioning yourself for the greatness. Okay? Meaning, owning business. Okay? Owning businesses and being at the table. Now, I was looking at the Statistics Canada. The unemployment rate between the youth between the age of 15, 23.4%. The unemployment rate between the age of 15 to 20 that are talking about inclusion, black inclusion. But the people that are making the decisions are not even black. So what type of those decisions that they make, it flows down to us, but it affects us because we're not at the table. So driving the change means being at the table. And how you get there, you have to work extremely hard in your school. Like I say here, look at the numbers of people that graduate high school, 32. People that actually finish colleges, 15%. How can we be at the table if our numbers are that low? So we have to shift the narrative. I want to urge you extremely high in your education so you can be on the high table to influence decision making. Same thing with the president. Right? Yeah. And that's the only way. And when you get to the top, you don't stop. Because I know growing up in Africa, sometimes our parents are more into go to school, finish your education, and get a good job. We're not really businesses. Okay? We have to shift our mindset to not just aiming for a job, but actually creating opportunities. When you look at the other communities, they've done really well. They have done really well with the networking. They have started businesses. They are hiring each other. They are mentoring each other. Even some of them can't even speak English, but they got a job. You know what? They have a great resource and network. And that's why we're trying to drive that change to the black in this room today. That the future is now. And the change has to start with now with us. If we're not creating jobs, if we're not owning businesses, we'll always be on the menu. And not done really well in ownership, it's hard. We have our youth, like right now, the unemployment rate for youth is 24 for you to come and gain a work experience. So you can move on to the next level. So as you're growing up, as you're pursuing your career, your endeavor, I want you to be thinking of getting, and I know this, that not everybody can be an entrepreneur, not everybody can be a business person. If you know you're a business person, then I want to encourage you to start business. Finish your education and start business. But if you know you're like, man, I'm not an entrepreneur, that's okay. Just aim higher for your education so you can be on the table and make. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're talking about owning businesses, being there, and changing the narrative. Sounds good? Now, when I was listening to the history here about the Hogan Alley, that's an amazing history. There's a non-profit for black people, housing, and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want you to have a mindset that, oh, Hogan Alley is there to provide housing for us. Oh, just gonna, no, that's a wrong mindset. As much as Hogan Alley, the project is gonna be there for black people, those projects will be housing people that are immigrants, are coming in. That should be our aim. The new immigrants that are coming in, that are trying to figure life in, they're helping those, and you guys, I want you guys to focus on. Now, I'll share you with my story. What inspired me to buy my first property at the age of 24? When I was 24 years old, I had moved 5 times. I moved in the basement. Someone came and told me, oh, I bought stuff from IKEA. You know, when you buy stuff from IKEA, everything is broken. I went in another basement. Oh, you have to leave, my mother's coming. Enough. I need to own my own thing so I can have a full control of my own ownership. So I said, well, it gave me an opportunity to say, you know what, I'm in my own home. No one is gonna come here and tell me you have to move. At least the stuff that I bought from IKEA is gonna last long. Because you know those beds in IKEA, once you assemble it, you disassemble it, it's done.
It's done.
So, you know what I mean? And I did not stop from there. And I'm not inspired from my story. At 31, I'm turning 32. After I bought my first condo at Swiss Central, I did not comfortable. I wanted to achieve more. So I progressed from there and I bought a townhouse. 2 years later, right? By the time I was 26, I had a 4-bedroom townhouse. And I did not stop from there either. Remember, the goal is ownership, changing the narrative through business, ownership, and being at the table. The situation in Canada was really tough. You will have to line up for a home just to rent. And sometimes they're requesting for so many things. From condo, townhouse, now detached house. And now I have tenants that are renting for me and actually black people. And I am happy. And that's the mentality. Now, can you imagine if we all have businesses and houses, real estate? We'll be unstoppable. We don't have to keep all the time waiting for the government to do something for us. We don't always have to sit down and say, feel bad. Oh my God, no, I'm not good enough. No. We have to thrive for the best of the best. And that starts with you today. Now remember, if I can do it, you can do it. I am not special. I am not special. I once came here, Malawi is not an English-speaking country. I had no idea how to speak English. I had to learn, took a couple classes in college. So some of you guys were born doing English, you can do it. Okay? You can do it. And everything, remember, starts in your mindset. Now, the last thing I want to share is, there's been a lot of narratives when it comes to black people. Maybe I'll ask you guys a question. Have you heard of the term, what are most black people known for? There are two things. The things that most people talk about what black people are known for? Two things. Oh, come on, you know these things. You guys are youth. Sports, number one. What's the other one?
Music.
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
The society has put us people, we can only excel is either in sports, but we're more than that.
Yeah.
It's meant to be in sports or entertainment. Female girls, you're not just meant to be home and just doing house chores. You're capable of doing more. Life is not just about, I'm going to get married and just stay home. No. We are capable of doing more. What do we do most of the time? I always say respect is earned. You know, not there. Respect has to be earned. And most of the time, what do? We, for example, we hold a campaign, Black Lives Matter, Italy Lives Matter,